As you can read in the caption above, we're a family of 6 going on 7 living in a 1-bedroom apartment.
Think your apartment feels small? Well, picture living with 4 kids, 4 cats, and 1 baby on the way, all packed in like sardines in a 1-bedroom apartment.
The kids grow older, that means we constantly have to adapt our environment to give them more means for privacy and extra space. When outside our environment appears cluttered, disorganized, what have you. But quite frankly, after making do for nearly 3 years now, I have nothing but a grateful spirit for the roof over our head.
The living room? Well, it now doubles as the dining area, study zone, kids play area, and bedroom. And when I say bedroom, I mean 4 mattresses were just laid out on the floor for the kids to sleep on. And when I say mattresses, I'm just being generous, okay? Because these are just foam toppers, the ones that are meant to go on top of real mattresses. And if you're picturing bed sheets, go ahead and lower those expectations. And while we're at it, lower the expectations for the rest of the video, because it gets worse from here on out. And in the only bedroom in the house, the parents, Steph and Drew, are also sleeping on the floor. Oh no, that's a full-size bed with a whole-ass bed frame, TV, LED lights, air conditioning, and wait, is that a PS5? Yeah, so this family has been going pretty viral on TikTok recently for their very strange living situation, right? And they call themselves the Jenkins Resilience Crew because their last name is Jenkins, and I guess they are resilient. The mom, Steph, is a self-proclaimed stay-at-home mom, while the dad, Drew, picks up occasional gig work like Uber Eats and DoorDash. Steph came into the marriage with 2 daughters, and Drew came with a son. Together, they've had a son of their own, and Steph is now pregnant with their second. And yeah, very pregnant. Now, unsurprisingly, people online have been extremely concerned about their living room setup, specifically the way that the kids are sleeping, and the comments have been filled with suggestions that Drew, the dad, should sell his luxuries like the TV or the PS5 to, you know, buy real beds for the kids. Video request selling the gaming system for bunk beds in the bedroom for the children. But of course, he was never gonna sell that PS5, okay? The Jenkins family chose a different route, okay? They launched an Amazon wishlist to get bunk beds and real mattresses for their kids.
How our amazing followers have blessed our family. Thank you so much to all of you. We love you guys. We set it up before the girls got back from school to surprise them. Pink sheets for the girls' beds. The girls love the bunk bed.
Wow. And bunk beds were not the only thing that strangers have bought for them, okay? Steph, the mom, has made multiple videos guilt-tripping strangers on the internet for basic necessities for her 4 kids. I mean, she even stated that she wanted to blow up on the platform before Christmas just so she could afford gifts.
So this is my kids' wish list. Who's helping? LOL.
Who's helping? I'm assuming their dad? I hope their dad? But no, he refuses to get an actual job, so once again, they're left with the one and only option, which is, drumroll please, selling the PS5. My dad sold his 1987 Buick Regal 1 year to get my brother and I Christmas gifts. Didn't find out about it until I was grown, but that's what parents do, pawn the PS5. Amen. Obviously, he was never going to get a real job or sell that PS5, so yeah, I guess the only thing they have left is e-begging online. And this time it was also for Halloween costumes.
Further into the day, I had a conversation with actually my same daughter, and she told me what she wants to be for Halloween. She says she wanted to be Pennywise, and I told her we're doing everything we can to achieve trying to get you guys costumes, but at this rate, Halloween's kind of looking like we're gonna have to piece together what we have at home and make it work. And honestly, her whole demeanor just sunk. She was like, I get that, Mom, and I'll do what I have to, but I was really hoping to be Pennywise this year.
Okay, if you cannot afford a $12 Pennywise costume for your kids, don't have more kids? Is it too late to add condoms to that Amazon wish list? Well, luckily for the Jenkins, a lovely woman named Candace stepped up and offered to buy them the costumes. As a child who grew up in poverty, you are 100% spot on. Is there a Pennywise costume on Amazon? And Steph, never missing a chance, replies, kids' costumes, Amazon gift lists. But here's the plot twist, okay? Steph didn't just set up an Amazon wish list for Halloween costume or Christmas gifts or the bunk beds. She has basically built a wish list empire for every possible need. And after some good old calculator work, it turns out that people have spent over $1,700 worth of stuff from their main wish list alone. Add in the Halloween, Christmas, and the bunk beds, we're looking close to about $2,000 in crowdfunded Amazon goodies. Which, now listen, okay, first of all, I'm all for strangers pitching in to make life better for families in need, especially when they have kids, right? Because this is all for the kids. Well, mostly there's some stuff on that Amazon wish list that is definitely not for the kids, but the Jenkins are a prime example of how, the government is failing young families. Like, why do they have to turn to online e-begging just to cover basic necessities, especially in America, the richest country in the world, right? And I truly believe that in today's economy, having kids, it's a luxury, okay? Some people just don't care about perpetuating the cycle of poverty, okay? They just want more babies. And that's literally the main reason Steph wants to blow up on TikTok so she can, wait for it, have more babies. She posted, "My hubby said that if I can make our account viral and change our financial situation, he'll hump away and give me as many babies as I want. So help a girl out and share, follow, and help my account so I can make this man a father of 7. Oh my god. It's really telling when they say, "I want more babies," instead of more children. Also, the humping away, nah, ew, stop. Like, honestly, you should be aiming to get a bigger place for your, already huge family instead of wanting more babies and more mouths to feed, right? Maybe I'm wrong, but this to me just sounds like a breeding KINK, if you catch my drift. Something's going on here. And while we're at it, here are 10 more reasons why she wants to go viral. Some of those included are, I want to afford clothing and basic needs for my family. I want to buy that outfit that I've been looking at for 2 years. I want to travel with my family and try food around the world. It would be awesome to have a little area in a home dedicated to our kitties. Oh yeah. Yeah, they have 4 cats. 4 cats in this tiny little space.
Morning. On today's episode of How I'm Losing My Mind, I just ordered 3 personalized cat collars for strays outside. Do y'all know I already have 4 cats? Does that make a difference? No.
And apparently the smell of the litter is really starting to bother her.
I'm low-key about to give up. I either have the smelliest cats on the planet or all of my efforts are doing nothing. Dude, I have those things you pop open and you stick, the little air fresh things. They're all over the wall. They're like, you are special. They're all over the wall. Okay? I got those beads in the litter to make it smell better. Nothing works, but they would constantly smell like cash here. Smelly cat, what are we feeding you?
Okay, I mean, listen, hear me out. Don't add more animals or kids to an already cramped space. Normally I'm not here advocating for rehoming pets, right? But in this case, I truly think the cats might be happier somewhere else. Now, one of the cats did actually end up being rehomed because of a skin infection.
The reality of being flat broke is knowing you can't do about your kid's cat's skin infection other than rehome the animal to someone more financially able to handle it.
And just as you thought, oh my god, that cat is going to a good home that can support it and pay for its vet bills. A month later, she ended up adopting yet another cat.
Did we need another cat? Hell no. But God knew we did. She fit right in here.
Has anyone here owned 4 cats before? Because I have. And that is a lot of cats. All in a 1-bedroom apartment too? With 4 kids, 1 unemployed adult man, and a heavily pregnant woman about to pop at any moment. Oh my god, that is so many mouths to feed. So in a way, I get Steph's desperation to go viral. Okay, to her, this is the only way to save her family out of poverty and out of this really uncomfortable situation that she's put herself in. And after months and months of grinding on TikTok, Steph finally got her wish, okay? She went from 200 views per video to millions, and everything was looking great, okay? But their newfound fame quickly turned ugly, and they were unfortunately doxxed, and some awful people shared personal details like addresses and full names online, and some even exposed where the kids go to school.
And getting a lot of backlash about, oh, well, people shouldn't be buying things on the wish list. And you say that you have the kids' best interest in mind when you're coming at these approaches of judging me and judging Andrew. You don't have the kids' best interest in heart if you're trying to snatch them away from us. They love us. We take care of them. We are very involved parents. You most certainly don't have my kids' best interest in mind when you're sharing their exact location, letting people know where they go to school, and putting them in danger in that position.
Listen, this is absolutely unhinged behavior, and I do not support that in any shape or form, okay? And one so-called personal investigator on TikTok even went as far as to dig up Steph's old mom, her ex-husband, on Facebook and share all of that private information online on TikTok. For what? For TikTok drama? Unhinged. This was just the beginning, okay? Because the virality really opened up a huge can of worms for the Jenkins. And Drew's first wife joined TikTok to share her side of the story. And she says that Drew has a secret son that he hasn't been paying child support for 12 years. Oh!
Hi, I'm the first baby mama. I'm absolutely embarrassed at the fact that that's my sperm donor. I will not be posting my child on here, but my son is almost 12. That man that everybody's saying they have two loving parents walked out of his son's life when he was 2. Hasn't seen his son since he was 5. Now, my oldest, who's at the top, because he will be 12, doesn't even know he has 2 other siblings. He hasn't paid child support, but he has a PS5. I feel bad for those kids that they have to sleep on the floor, and that man has not changed.
Dads, am I right? Now, since all of this came out, Steph and Drew ended up addressing the situation, but it's not making them look any better.
The child support and child. I have the one other child. I've been paying child support via garnishments ever since I can remember. I worked out with W-2 since I was 18, 19. They've taken out 9, 10 grand from taxes, and I let them. I didn't fight any of it. If the other party hasn't received it, that is not on me. I don't have any of that money. I think I owe $6,000. Is all I owe. Everything else is via garnishment, except for now. But I'm 4 or 5 months behind. Things happen.
And people have been calling them out, rightfully so. I had to stop at, I've been paying via garnishments ever since I can remember. That means you never paid once it was ordered and they had to take it out, which is exactly why you don't want a W-2 job. By paying child support and then having your wages garnished because you did not pay child support are 2 very different things. Okay, so Drew is out here avoiding any real jobs, besides Uber Eats and DoorDash, just so he can avoid child support? Okay, but doesn't that also mean that he's not really supporting his 4, soon to be 5 kids either? Okay, because those jobs don't make that much money, okay? They're supposed to be like a side hustle on top of a real job, And so far, it's not looking good for them. Like, clearly he's not making enough money to support them. Like, the Jenkins are literally drowning. Literally in their own pile of laundry.
Let's sort some laundry. Family of 6 been 1.5 weeks since we made it to the laundromat.
Now, supposedly, they can only do laundry like twice a month. That's once every 2 weeks for 6 people.
Come with us to the laundromat. So if you don't follow us, we are a family of 6 living in a 1-bedroom apartment. We don't have a washer and dryer in our unit. We do have access to a community laundry, and we just much prefer to do our laundry at the laundromat. It's a lot quicker and a hell of a lot cheaper. We filled 2 45-pound, 1 75-pound, 1 35-pound washer with 2 weeks worth of clothes. You heard that right. We have not been able to get to the laundromat in 2 weeks. I mean, as you can tell, me and my daughters are rocking pretty heavy clothes for 90-degree weather. We were literally using the last of what was in our drawers. So I do feel like situations like these teach my kids a lot of resilience and resourcefulness. They were quite adorable, sharing outfits and exchanging different things to make sure everybody was comfortable.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that they also have had a lice and flea infestation for months on end.
RIP to my hair, this is the damage, and after having to treat for lice for months on end. That comb is terrible on your hair.
I wonder if the moldy pile of laundry lying next to the kids' beds for weeks on end has something to do with that lice infestation. Could it? Moldy laundry flip. Gross. Why does it seem like no matter how much they clean, the place never actually gets clean. Like, how is that possible? And let's get one thing straight, okay? Being poor doesn't mean being dirty, okay? Those two things do not go hand in hand, because plenty of families with almost nothing to their name keep their homes very clean, just as plenty of wealthy people have disgusting homes, okay? I would know. I grew up super poor, but our house didn't smell like cat poop. We didn't have lice or fleas, and none of my clothes ever got moldy. And we definitely were not sleeping on the floor, okay? My parents slept on a pull-out couch in the living room, so my sister and I could have the only bedroom in the house, okay? We made it work with the little that we had. And my mom, a saint by the way, worked very hard to get us out of poverty. And she didn't have to exploit me or my sister on TikTok to do so, okay? But to be fair, okay, although I'm super critical of this family, at the end of the day, I can't entirely blame Steph for turning to TikTok. It seems like it's her only way to support her family while also being heavily pregnant. Because Drew, he's not getting a real job anytime soon, okay? And let me just ask one thing, okay? How did this man supposedly work so many hours and still have literally nothing to his name? Because something is not adding up.
Every day my hubby gets up at 5:30 a.m. to start his morning. He spends every waking hour calculating and making moves to better our family's life.
So you're probably wondering, what moves is he making? What is he calculating? What is their way? How hard is it to just apply for a job? Well, apparently he's trying to start a car detailing business from the ground up.
Pardon?
Okay, listen. I don't think it's the right time to start a business, my friend. Not when your kids can barely do their own laundry. Like, it doesn't feel like the right time, right? Like, you've got no space for this business to fail, okay? Like, just get a normal job. Go into the army. Go become a plumber. I don't know, like, anything. But this, like, what do you mean you want to start a business? I don't know how Steph isn't absolutely freaking out on the inside right now, because let me tell you, genuinely, after looking through all of their TikTok, I think she's a great mom, okay? She cooks these amazing meals for the family, okay? By the way, she should start a YouTube, because those meals are looking scrumptious. I need those recipes. But anyway, she is on her feet 24/7, cleaning, taking care of 4 kids, while being heavily pregnant. Like, she's doing her part. On top of that, she's trying to go viral on TikTok to make extra money. Like, she's clearly the breadwinner here, okay? Because Drew, I'm sorry, he's not doing anything. And it makes me wonder if he's getting up at 5:30 a.m. every day to work and he hasn't gotten an evening off in 150 plus days, and there's no cash? Something's not adding up. Again, to me, that's a second family. Like, if my husband was away that much, he's got a second family. Listen, ladies, okay? This is a lesson to us all. We gotta have higher standards for ourselves when picking a partner. And, you know, just because you find somebody attractive does not mean that you should have children with them, okay? And even if you're, you know, already a single mom, you are doing great just by yourself, okay? You do not need a man-child to be added to that list, okay? But if you are considering bringing a man into your home, make sure he has the qualities of our father, right? If he's already walked out on 2 women already, chances are he will walk out on you too, okay? Drew has 3 baby mamas. Those are not good statistics. That's basic math, okay? If a man has cheated, he's gonna cheat again, you know what I mean? The history is there. So please, be mindful, be careful. Don't have kids until you're financially ready, right? Now, before I finish this video, I want to show you this one really great TikTok that I found of somebody making the Jenkins family and their house in Sims 4 and giving them like a better life in the digital world.
Fixing the Jenkins family apartment in The Sims 4, getting rid of the PlayStation so we can pay our baby mama back, and then applying for jobs in construction. Because, like, what is this? Why are 4 babies sleeping on the floor next to the cat litter? Parents out of the bedroom and into the living room on a fold-out couch or Murphy bed. And all for children get bunk beds in the bedroom, since all kids will need desk space for school eventually. This is before CPS gets involved. And this is the after with space for the new baby.
I'm gonna say it. Once again, the Sims 4 community nails it with the visuals, the storyline. They're practically handing over a visual step-by-step guide on what they should do next. But let me tell you, the Jenkins are not gonna do any of that. right? They will continue to use their kids for clout, for vlogging content, putting them in dangerous situations without a second thought. I mean, people already know where they live and what school they go to. What's theoretically stopping a predator from going after them? Okay, stop putting your kids online. My God, that is abuse. Thank you. Yes. Goodbye. Also, join my Discord community. I love you. Bye.